He was awesome on Sunday. He had guys dropping balls left and right. He has shown time and time again that he is clutch. And he went 91 yards and then 53 yards, 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to win the game under 6 minutes. Suck my I don't care. You can be upset, but I do not care. I do not think about you.
All right, everybody, big show today. We're going to be recapping that Giants-Bears game. I'll be talking about some other Cubs moves, White Sox moves, the ripping hot Blackhawks, the Bulls, college football. We'll get into everything, but before we do, we got to talk about Miller Lite. It was great to see it out there, alive and well in the South Lot. We were there, and Miller was certainly there as well.
I had responsibly had a lot of Millers on Sunday.
How was the in-stadium ones? Nice and cold? It was a cold day?
Nice and cold. It was one of those where it was sometimes I've been there for they had that outdoor stadium series where it turned into a Miller Lite slushie, which isn't bad, but this was the perfect one where you could leave it in your cup holder the entire game and it never lost a temperature. It was ice cold every sip. It was delicious.
Yeah, because you don't want to get up a ton. Like there's you're wearing so many layers.
Yeah.
It's just like you're trying to lock in on the game. Like it's good to know that was just a
right
nice
there
chill
for
Miller
you.
right
Yeah.
there. So Miller Lite, the official beer partner of our Chicago Bears. Go to MillerLite.com/stretch to find delivery options near you. Or you could pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. It's Miller time. Sell it right responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Go drink your Miller Lite, and let's get into the show. All right, everybody, welcome to the stretch. Big Bears win. Some Cubs move to talk about. Blackhawks still on fire, but obviously we're going to start with the Bears. Big Cat, the gateway is fulfilled.
It has been fulfilled. The prophecy is complete. 6-3. It worked out pretty much exactly how I said it was going to go. I was sitting here. I said it everywhere. I said it on PMT. I said it on this show. I said it on Waddle and Sylvia. I said it on the Pro Football Show. I said if the Bears can beat the Cowboys, when you look up and it's week 10, week 11, don't be shocked when they're a 5-4, 6-3 team. And it's exactly what happened. And now the hard part starts.
But, man, was it a grinder to even get there.
Yeah, of course.
Every game except for the Dallas game.
Yeah.
Cardiac Bears.
Very, very difficult. And now the hard part starts because now it's the part of the schedule where you got a lot of division games. You're playing against some good teams, especially the Seahawks and the Eagles. It's the whole point of the gateway was get to this point in the calendar where the Bears have basically – the one thing they have secured is they will be playing meaningful football in December because even if they stumble a little in the next few weeks, you're still going to be in the hunt. You're still going to be in the playoff picture by going 6-3 to start the season and giving yourself a chance.
So that means you're officially thinking playoffs.
No,
you're still thinking about it?
Yeah, I mean, they still have to. I've been taking this whole season as calm and cool and collected and just one game at a time and just trying to just watch this team and have fun with this team and enjoy this team and not make any bold proclamations. So no, I don't. If you had gun to my head right now, I still don't think we're a playoff team.
Fair, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But
they are they're plus 160 to make the playoffs.
Let's peel it back.
Yeah.
Let's do that later. Let's talk about Bears Giants first.
All right.
So Dave, before we went live, he said he felt good and he knew the Bears were still going to win that game. Did you feel that way? Because Chief and I did not. So I'm just curious where your pulse is at.
At what point?
Dave said it was like
I said at
third, fourth quarter.
2010 when the Giants set up 2010, there was 6 minutes and change left. I didn't say they were going to win the game. I was completely confident that Caleb Williams was going to put them in a position to win the game because that's what he does.
At 20 to 10. Okay, so
I swear
that's
to God,
fine.
They went up 20 to 10.
I'm not saying you didn't.
Not at one point was I like this game is completely over.
I wouldn't agree at 17-10. Because the Giants were so stupid to kick a field goal.
That's exactly
like
why.
If they had just played aggressive football on the 1 yard line.
The Giants were playing not to lose.
Yeah, so and obviously when Russell Wilson comes in, you're like, all right, we got a shot because we could not stop Jackson Dart. If Jackson Dart stays in that game, probably lose that game.
He's a ball player.
Fine to admit that. But yeah, I wouldn't say that I was like, we're going to win this game, but I definitely was like, when we're down 20 to 10 and Caleb has the ball, it's like, all right, if they can drive here, we got a shot because Russell Wilson's in and I don't think he can get first downs.
I can't remember what the score was, but when they had that little swing pass on 3rd and short and Noah Sewell had him like
the Giants,
Giants did.
That was basically Russell Wilson's only good play.
Yeah, and then he broke it off for what 35, 40
Something
more
like
yards
that.
after that. I was like, all right, well, we're fucked.
It was almost as if like Dable has a deal with the Maras where like, hey, we know I'm getting fired. Let's like lose this because I don't know what he was doing with that.
What the going
Like, yeah,
for?
well,
or the
not
kicking
going
the-
for it.
Yeah.
And then I get it.
You're a 2-win team.
Yeah, you're gonna call plays a little differently for Russell Wilson, but it also seemed way too conservative for a team that's 2-7. It was
Also,
very
why is
strange.
Jameis not the backup? It makes no sense.
Strange as
Jameis
well.
wins that
That is
game.
weird.
So, but yeah,
So we acknowledge that too. A lot of Giants fans
Yeah.
are really upset that we were like happy that we won. It's like sorry, we were
dude,
excited.
listen, I said this on PMT. I'm the Mad Men meme where it's like I don't even think about you in the fact, not specifically Giants fans, but you guys probably saw the same thing. I was like 6-3, gutty performance from Caleb. Like he's the guy. The amount of Packers fans, Giants fans, Jaden Daniels fans, a lot of different fans from everywhere coming out of the woodwork to be like, he fucking sucks. You guys have played nobody. They're bums. I know they played nobody. He was awesome. He was awesome on Sunday. He had guys dropping balls left and right. He has shown time and time again that he is clutch. And he went 91 yards and then 53 yards, 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to win the game under 6 minutes. Suck my dick. I don't care.
We've
like,
said-
you can be upset, but I do not care. I do not think about you.
Yeah, we've said before, we're really waiting for that game where we win because of him.
And that was it. That was it. Absolutely.
That was it for sure.
That was
Like
it.
we're talking like a Caleb Williams game, the Caleb Williams game. Like the game is
I mean,
like, when he comes on to like a really national stage and then none of those fuckers can get night.
they kind of did that for the Bengals too. I mean that second, like we needed every single second
sure.
of that second
For sure.
half.
For
Yeah,
sure.
and
But
we needed
there-
that drive at
But
the end.
Bumananga had 176.
Yeah,
There were different.
we ran the ball well yesterday.
for sure, but
Yeah.
there were different variables where it's like so many people let him down. I think two Bears players in specifically played their worst game as a Bear. It was Zacchaeus, obviously, and Noah Sewell was horrible too.
Yeah.
Like by far, that's the worst I've seen those two play in a Bears uniform.
DJ, and I know
I was gonna
he's
say
banged
him.
up too, but that play where Caleb rolled out, I think the ball traveled 40 yards in the air, hit DJ Moore in the hands in the end zone, and he dropped it. Was like
That was a tough catch.
It was.
He should catch it.
Yeah.
The Zacchaeus one is insane.
insane.
That Luther Burden should be playing. We've seen enough it's time to have Luther Burden be more part of the bigger part of the offense. Colson Loveland, bigger part of the offense. Let these guys fucking do
Yeah.
it. But yeah, that one, both those, there was a few drops. Yeah, Caleb, like
Rome had
outside
another
of
drop, yeah.
the only throw that I was like, oh shit, Caleb really missed that one was the
Rome?
swing pass to Rome on the sideline.
Yeah.
Where Rome still almost caught it.
Yep.
But like that was a big chunk play that was left. But other than that, I do not understand. If you watch that game, the fact that Caleb Williams did not get sacked a single time,
Crazy.
Yeah.
the pressure rate was insane.
Crazy.
He got out of so many different situations. He ran the ball well. He threw the ball well. Yeah, you're just and you're going to say Giants and you're going to say Bengals. You're going to say it's fine. I know the Bears have beaten the 6 wins on the Bears schedule are 6 of the worst 10 teams in the NFL. I know that, and I'm saying I admit that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to apologize for 6-3.
There's gray area to that though. The Giants' defensive line's a good unit.
They've been. I mean,
they've been
very
getting
good
to the
this year.
cornerback or to the quarterback.
Yeah, they've been getting run on. No, I mean, listen, we can't pretend that it's not, the Saints, the Raiders, the Commanders, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Bengals. Those are 6 of the worst
Yes.
10 teams
Yeah.
in the NFL. That's why this was the gateway. You get to this point. Now we see what this team is made of. I still think this defense is probably going to – I actually think Dennis Allen, by the way, is doing a great job.
I do,
Because there's
too.
like no
Yeah.
one. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson was a great pickup, and the way he's using him has been great. They're just lacking of guys and dudes right now, and they're keeping them in the game. So, this was an awesome game from Caleb and an awesome win and another sign that the culture has changed. Because
Totally.
they don't win these games
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
We watched this game a million times with Justin Fields.
This is like last year, the same thing. The Bears were 4-2, then they lost 10 straight. They could have easily lost all these games after starting 4-2 and even more. So yeah, I agree. That does feel like they find something.
But this was really up until they came back. This was my game where I was like, "This is not my mad. This is I'm disappointed game." Because they were just playing so below what we know that they're capable of.
Yeah.
Like that. It was really poor for 3 quarters.
On offensively, the drop balls were driving me nuts. Defensively, I think Jackson Dart's good. Like I do. I think he's good, and he just like the way he was using his legs, we just didn't have an answer, and we just don't have the guys for it.
And like his receivers were making like that one play by Slayton with a one-handed catch like way down the sideline. I was just like, holy shit! Like his guys are helping him probably more than Caleb is too. Caleb's guys.
I guess I'm not because like I know what you're saying, Eddie, but like during this game, I was pissed and like this sucks. But I'm also very realistic about where the Bears are as a team. Again, I have not said once this year they're a good team, and I'm still not going to say it. So what does that mean? That means they absolutely could lose to a Giants. So
yeah, but
I haven't walked into any game this year being like, oh, we're going to fucking kill them.
Yeah, but realistically though, you don't want them to get fucking blown out by a 2-7 team.
Yeah,
like you know, like that's. But
there was a lot of that. Also was like, I mean, Zacchaeus catches that ball, which 99 out of 100 times a wide receiver in the NFL catches that ball. Nashawn Wright got that interception broken up at the end of the first half. That was, that's a tie game if it doesn't happen. So there was a lot of, as much as like Giants fans, and I understand, can play the if with Jackson Dart, there's a lot of ifs on our side too, where we left a lot of points on the board and a lot of plays on the board by just being a little bit sloppy.
I mean, 6 drops. That's the most of any NFL team.
It was more than that. It was
really,
listed at 6.
Yeah.
That was the official stat.
It was crazy.
It was more
6
than that.
drops. Yeah. So
and 2 of them were touchdowns.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why I would just sit there with my arms crossed, like, what the fuck is going on? Because then they would run back, then they would replay Kalen and just be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a consistent loop of these are manageable errors.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be happening. So, I mean, obviously you got to give a shot.
Yeah, maybe they should have won that game 34-30.
But that,
and if you want to play the ifs,
right.
buts game,
right. That's what I'm saying.
and sure, I don't disagree either. I know, Jackson Dart plays, it's probably different.
Yeah,
he was good. We didn't have
was
an answer.
really good.
Our defense is trash.
Yeah,
Horrible.
It's the worst
really
unit
bad.
since the Trestman year.
You just need to get takeaways. Like, if you don't get takeaways, we're fucked.
Yeah.
That's really all. I mean, look at this game. If C.J. Gardner-Johnson doesn't get that fumble on Jackson Dart,
they lose.
They are going in to go up whatever it is.
He's been
14.
He's been good off the blitz on that though.
Dude,
he's their best passer.
He's got 3 sacks.
That's the only way we could dial up pressure.
Yeah,
with
That's
DBs.
the only way we could dial up
And
pressure.
that's a testament to, Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson for bringing him in and Dennis Allen using him correctly. Because he's obviously known him for a long time.
They do have a depth guy coming in the office, if you want to talk about that briefly. Santi Samuel Jr. Today or tomorrow, one of the days he's busy, and I don't think they should let him leave the building. He's officially cleared to play.
I disagree. I don't think he's not
They
good.
need depth so bad.
I don't.
You don't think so?
No.
There's nothing they need DBs.
No,
badly.
he hasn't played football in how long has he? When did he last play football?
Last year.
I'm not a big Asante Samuel Jr. guy. I think he's not that good. And I famously said that
Nashawn Wright's not that good.
Nashawn Wright's been
He's been okay.
But
look, he should be your fourth corner.
Asante Samuel Jr. is
sure.
not your answer. I remember I said Asante Samuel Jr. is not very good, and then it was the preview of the game when he had 3 interceptions in the playoffs against the Jaguars. That was bad.
Yeah, says he's visiting the 49ers today too. So
He's visiting everyone.
Yeah.
What was his injury? What was his problem?
It was a spinal thing. He had a spinal fusion or some shit. But
I do agree with Dave. I don't think he's the answer.
I'm
He's
saying
not a fix
they
it,
need
but
bodies.
They need
and he was the name I saw that there is visiting and a former. I think
I've never thought he's been that great. So that's. But yeah, I mean,
but it's like a
bodies.
CJ. I mean, they're different guys. But
Yeah.
you bring in a Gardner Johnson and he makes some.
But
plays.
that's like Dennis Allen had him in the
Yeah.
system. And,
Yes, before right.
It's also a little bum with Johnson at times. Swift was running the ball pretty well, and I didn't feel like we were going to him enough.
I
So,
agree.
the
I thought
running
that was
game-
Johnson's worst game as a play caller.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go that far.
I don't think it was
I don't think
necessarily a bad game.
But
I
just-
think it was. He had there was a couple of times where I'm like, dude, fucking gaping holes. Give Swift the ball. I mean, I am nitpicking here, but I think that that was his worst game as a play caller. Through 3 quarters, I left a couple of drives. I
don't know what happened on that 3rd down disaster in the goal line where we threw that fade to Rome.
Yeah.
It looked like maybe the bad snap took away a Monangai carry. That was weird, though. Still don't love a fade in that situation, but obviously.
Yeah, exactly. That was my point. I'm like, dude, you got a fucking yard to go. Just bow up and get
Trying
the
to
yard.
remember that play.
It was
a
towards the second.
it was
in the
a
third
complete
quarter.
waste of a play.
It was at the end of the third quarter.
On 3rd down.
Yeah.
I think they ended up scoring the next play though, right? Did they?
I think we maybe
Did they kick a field goal? I
yeah, we got a
forget.
field goal. We got a field goal that drive. But I mean, I'm not I'm not like overly critical of John.
No,
I
that's
just
not-
thought Swift was really having his way, and I just don't
Yes.
think we gave it to him enough. But
That's what I'm getting at. And I say his worst game. That doesn't mean it was a bad game. It was kind of just like not a great game, you know.
also, shout out to their punter. That was a big break. That was
Yeah.
The shank.
The
Yeah.
Scottish Hammer just put it 26 yards out of bounds.
Unreal.
Yeah, that
horrible shank.
Yeah.
But no, that was a Caleb Williams game. That was a game we've been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it was fucking awesome. I think everyone was fired up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now the hard part starts.
Dude, when he was
It almost
avoiding-
feels like these next 2 games are the season now. Because if you are 8-3,
Yeah.
then it's like,
Although
you can't not think about playoffs if you're 8-3. You have to.
well, yeah,
yeah.
that would be a material change.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're taking it week to week. I'm getting ahead of my skis a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
excited after yesterday. I said this online yesterday, but the way that Caleb Williams was slipping out of sacks yesterday and stepping up in the pocket and rolling out, it reminded me of Patrick Mahomes. I know that's unfair. I know he's not Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if he'll ever be Patrick Mahomes, but that's what I was like, holy shit, this is kind of coming to life right in front of our faces.
Yeah, I'm like I saw Rex Ryan on TV and he was just like he's a generational
Yeah.
player. I'm like I'm not doing this again. I'm just excited to watch Caleb Williams. I'm not going to compare him to anyone. I'm just excited that
That's
he
fair,
is
too.
playing. Yeah, because like I saw that Rex Ryan not you didn't do anything wrong. Rex Ryan though saying generational player and it was like a trigger in my brain. I was like,
That's
I'm not
fair,
going down
yeah.
this road again. I'm not going to say shit that then can get thrown back in my face. I'm excited about Caleb Williams. He has progressed and he's making big time plays and he's got the clutch gene. Like whether
Yeah.
you think that's a real thing or not, we've seen guys who have just not stepped up. Caleb Williams steps up every single time there's a big moment. You feel like you have a chance. Whether you win or not, you still have a chance.
There were multiple
it.
times last year where he marched him down the field with 2 minutes left, and then the defense would go and give it right back, and they lost, and he didn't get any credit for a game-winning drive. But like, if he has the ball in crunch time, you know that he is gonna it was the exact polar opposite for Justin Fields. When he had the ball, I'm like,
Yeah.
when's the pick coming?
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna try to throw it over the middle of the field because they have to, and you know that it's gonna get picked off. Complete total polar opposite for Caleb Williams. I loved yesterday's game. I was so fucking pumped. That was Eddie said a Caleb. I think it was the Caleb Williams game. This is the one that launches him off, and the confidence was palpable.
I hope you're right,
I
but
loved
to
it.
me, you get what I'm saying. Where I say the difference.
sure.
The game is where it's like it's undeniable from a national stage. Which
Yeah,
I
it's
know
like
we're
all that with 300.
Yeah.
Guys, he's going to have a bad game again.
No, yeah, he
I
will.
know.
Week to week lead.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. I'm aware of that,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying we have said we have never felt like we've won because of him.
It's
Yeah.
and that
yesterday,
was the game.
Yeah.
And
That was
just
the
like
game.
sticking with it because like they were down. It was a slog. He's getting drop passes. He's pressured the whole day. And then it's like when they needed it, he turned into Superman.
Mhm.
So it's like one of those like
He might have a bad game this week.
he could.
He didn't.
He
play
hasn't. He's
particularly-
only won one game, a divisional game. And it
didn't
was a
play
week
par-
18 game.
Yeah, didn't particularly play well
No.
against the Vikings in week 1.
No, he didn't.
Correct. Yeah.
So
Whole NFL's week to week. The
Yeah.
Bills just lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
They
For
got
sure.
smoked by him, didn't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
So now we can get into the discussion we kind of started with, but at Minnesota, at home against Pittsburgh, at Philadelphia, at Green Bay, 4 at a time.
Yeah, we gotta find a way. If you want to go 4 at a time, you got to find a way to go 2-2 in this
You do.
stretch.
Yeah.
And
You
I don't
absolutely
know.
do.
It's going to be this Vikings game is massive because it's seemingly the easiest of those. Because Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I know the Steelers aren't good, but Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
He's gonna have something extra for that game at Soldier Field. Besides the Browns game, we are going to be underdogs in every game. I think that's just what's going to happen
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah, maybe the wheels fall off in San Fran, but like still a
That's
long way to go.
less-
I don't.
Long
Yeah,
way to
and
go.
like maybe
Long way to
if the
go.
Steelers lose again, maybe, but
Yeah.
even still,
Yeah.
Long way to go.
that might be like we're going to be at least an underdog or under a field goal favorite in every single game.
Yeah.
Every single game is going to be a coin flip, or we're going to be a big underdog. So. Yeah, it's going to be hard. You got to find a way to get to, I think, probably 10 wins. You have to get 10 wins. 10 wins, 9 wins is probably not going to do it for the 7 seed. So scratch and claw and find a way to go. What does that make you? 4-4.
4-4. You got to go 4-4.
You got to go. That's the recipe.
Exactly.
And there are no easy wins. There's no. Hey, that's a get. There's no easy wins because we're not good enough
Yep.
to have an easy win. But there's no teams where you're like, hey, we're playing the Titans or we're playing, there's just even the Browns are kind of weirdly frisky because they stay
Yeah.
in every game for at least a half.
And they got
For
that
sure,
defense.
but I think it's a good thing. It's a good opportunity for them to be in this spot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is
that's
meaningful
important.
football.
Yes, that's important.
Which was everyone said that they would take that before the
Yep.
year.
Yeah.
Just have important games late.
Like we said, we're still going to stick with it. We're not bad.
Mhm.
We were really close to going back to bad. I thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
really.
We've
close.
we've hovered around.
Yeah.
We've kissed the wall of good at once in a while, and then we've gone back. Like we keep going back and forth between. We just can't stick on good or bad. We're just right there
Can't
trying
do
to
it.
figure it out.
And we also, I don't think you can panic either. Like
No.
a lot of these, like there's a good chance maybe a couple of these games are going to be not pretty at all.
Oh, the Eagles game could be a really
Very
bad
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Any team that has a very, very good offense and then a defense to match it. Like think about the Bengals. If the Bengals had the Eagles defense.
Yeah.
Do the
It's
math.
smoked. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to watch.
It's
it.
exciting.
That's really all I
Yeah.
can say.
Yeah.
Is
It's-
I'm excited.
It's exciting.
I'm privileged for the opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
We should all be
Privilege.
be
Yeah.
pumped about a 6-3 team with Caleb
Yes.
ascending, and just know that, like, just have the wherewithal to be like, all right, don't go around thinking that we're 100% a playoff team or that this is gonna, all these wins that are happening are gonna keep happening. We have the tough part of the schedule, but I'm so excited to watch them compete against some of these teams, and it starts with the Vikings. We got to win a division game.
Yeah.
Caleb was 1-7
Yeah.
in the division in his career.
Block field goal away from being 2-6.
Yeah.
Block field goal away from being 2-6, but still, like,
Thank you,
got to
Lance.
start winning some division
You
games.
do.
And yeah, I'm excited to
You
see
do.
what he does against the Vikings.
Because you can say what you want. That Sunday, December 7th at Green Bay. They're gonna be fucking ready. After
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's gonna mean something.
Yeah, but it is exciting because again, they're going to be playing in meaningful football no matter what, at least until mid-December.
I'm
Because
just trying to prepare myself though, and it's hard.
What do you mean?
Like for how bad things can go. It's like I don't want
Oh,
to
but
freak
why?
out.
Why?
But hold on.
I don't know.
It
I just
doesn't
don't
matter.
wanna-
Like if
I know.
if things go bad, Ben Johnson is still, to me, proven
know.
that he has switched the culture around and things like this is a couple year project with Ben and Caleb together. This is year one of it, and so far it's been a success. And there's not outside of just losing every single game. I don't know what could change my opinion on like this year has been.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right, and I get that.
Like, what's the
larger
worst
outlook.
I'm with
outside of
you.
so I would say if they finished with 7 or 6 or 7 wins, I would probably have to reassess how I feel about the whole season. 8, 9, or 10, I'm still kind of feeling the same way.
But
Yeah.
even because, like you said before the year, 7.
Right.
Right. So if they finish with 7 and still, like, you see the Caleb ascension, it's just like, look, back half of the schedule is tough and the defense is ass. You would hope that you're still feeling good. I think you would still feel good. Like, you don't want to go 1 and whatever down the
you want to
stretch,
beat
but
some good teams.
yeah.
For sure, it just does hurt in the moment.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
it's
Of
still-
course,
that's-
yeah.
It's still always a very hurtful 3 hours.
But you're privileged for the opportunity.
Privilege for the opportunity.
It's gonna be fun.
It's a privilege.
We have some fun games. All right, you know what? I'll do it because I did the gateway. I'm gonna look at it real quick.
It was my privilege.
All right, so the Niners. Yeah, I mean, the Niners are that could be a get in the playoff game
Yeah.
right there because the Niners we're one ahead of them right now.
Right.
Oh man, I think this Vikings game we gotta win.
This is such a huge game. These next 2 are.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go. I feel confident saying we're gonna find a way to go 1-1 in the next 2, and then if we lose to Philly and Green Bay, but then we beat Cleveland,
I think Green Bay.
win
at
Green
home.
Bay again. So what am I at? That's 3. Yeah, I mean, I think we can get to the 9 or 10 spot, or 9 or 10 wins.
Yeah.
I do. I think we can get to 9. I think 9 is on the table.
You know, it'd be a great privilege
What?
if that game in San Francisco is very meaningful.
But even like
Yeah.
if that
Yeah.
that
would be-
last
that would be nice.
we're all chalking up that Lions one as an L. Like they might not be playing for anything there.
No, and
That's-
it's at Soldier Field. It's
Correct.
outdoors.
Yeah.
That's a
Although
very
Dan
good
Campbell
call.
does kind of like always play for stuff.
Yeah, it's true too.
There might be some Ben Johnson stuff there too.
Yeah.
for sure.
A win this weekend would be massive because that's a game that is a coin flip game. It's
Oh,
not,
for sure.
It's not like at Philadelphia or at Green Bay.
Because I don't think they're dead either.
What?
The-
Oh, no, definitely
I
not.
don't
No.
think the Vikings are dead at all.
No.
No, that fumble, they had J.J. McCarthy didn't look great, but it was a 12-10 game, and they fumbled on the kickoff, and then the Ravens scored and went up 19-10. It was kind of a game.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's a moment that could have changed it.
Yeah, and we've seen J.J. McCarthy rip us up in a fourth quarter. So
And we saw what they did to the Lions defense in Detroit a week ago.
Yeah.
exactly. So I think they are not sitting there thinking their season's over.
They're desperate.
They're desperate.
Yeah. I mean, it's a must-win game for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of for both.
Yeah. Dude.
Kind of for both.
But
Feed it
also
to me.
not
Give it to me.
because that's
But
why you go
also not.
6-3. That's why you give yourself a little bit of a buffer where it's like, yes, it is obviously you need to win this, but we have put ourselves in a very good position where you can lose a couple of these and still be alive.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Should also note, after we recorded, that came out with the Dio news about tearing his Achilles. So,
Yeah.
we made that trade for Tryon Shoyinka.
Yeah, first round pick.
Yeah. So.
That's huge.
Great RAS
Anytime there's a
score.
first round
Yeah.
pick, I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, who's the guy that he was with? He's got the crazy name. He's got an awesome name. He was with the Browns forever too, and the Bears got him. Why am I blanking on this guy? He's an all-time name guy.
Oh, their linebacker?
Yeah. What's his name? You know exactly.
I know
what
exactly
I'm
who you're
talking about.
talking about.
He's an all-time. Hold on. I gotta look at Browns first round.
Did he play for us?
Yes. Yeah, he did.
Wasn't Asante Samuel Jr. the Eagles' first rounder after they won the Super Bowl in 18? Or
I don't-
close to it?
No, I think he was always on the Chargers.
Barcavius Mingo.
Chargers.
Oh,
Oh,
South Carolina.
Yeah.
LSU.
That's who.
No, LSU. Wait,
yeah.
no.
He was LSU.
Who is South Carolina?
Uh,
There was another guy. Fuck. All right.
from South
yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But
I don't-
Barcavius Mingo, I remember watching him as like a sophomore against Alabama, and I was just like, this guy is going to
All-time name.
rip up
Yes.
the league. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All-time name guy.
Yeah.
Barcavius.
So yeah, and I remember he was a first rounder, and he played for the Bears in 2020. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
mate,
Yeah.
is 60.
Yeah, dude. Kevin White's still out there.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
I was thinking of the other guy who has the crazy name for the Browns, who's still on the Browns. That's why I was confused. What the fuck is his name?
And he's a South Carolina guy?
No, he's not a South Carolina guy.
First rounder.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah Coro, whatever.
Oh, the Notre Dame kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. On Wusu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of him for some reason. Why did I think Barcavius Mingo? There's someone else who had a similar name that went to South Carolina. It might just be I'm thinking of Debo Samuel. Mondays mornings are tough for me. I'll just say it right now. I don't get home till I don't go to sleep till like 2 a.m. So I
Yeah.
apologize.
You had like a 16-hour day.
I don't think anyone's holding Barcavius Mingo against you.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
should have known that he was LSU though, because I do remember him playing, and he is an awesome name.
Yeah.
Boys, Jets Pizza.
Whew.
Good day for it yesterday.
Oh man, different now. Like the snow, you don't want to leave. You need some Jets Pizza.
Yep.
There's a ton of them in the Chicagoland area. Let me tell you too. If you try these specialty ones, I brought in a barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
they were.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've even said it. I'm typically I just like the standard cheese usually.
Yeah, but I'm
The
telling
buffalo
you,
chicken and barbecue are out of this world
yeah,
good.
like if you're out there and you get the barbecue chicken pizza with ranch and you don't like it, I think
You're a
there's
crazy
something
person.
wrong.
Yeah, you're
There's something wrong.
Mhm.
They got the buffalo chicken ranch. They got a BLT. They got it all. Jets Pizza, especially their specialty pizzas, and their classic cheese pepperoni sausage are fantastic too. It's truly the best. And their ranch is my favorite ranch in the game.
I was sleeping on that ranch, hand up. That was a big mistake.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's sell it to you in a bottle.
Yep.
It's awesome. Listen, every morning they got 2 types of dough. They're made fresh in store. The cheese is hand grated. The veggies are hand chopped. The sauce is mixed. In addition to making the best Detroit-style pizza, Jets is also known for their ranch. Like I said, it's made fresh every day in store. Jets Pizza has 32 Chicagoland locations. There are in total 460 locations in 25 states. Head to jetspizza.com for menu and store locations. It's not pizza, it's Jets. Chicago-only locations get 20% off their Jets Pizza order by using the code STRETCH20. Great plan for Monday Night Football. A great plan. Go get your
Yeah, good
pizza.
idea.
Go use that promo code and enjoy your Jets. DraftKings. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Steph Curry drilling logo threes, Donovan Mitchell taking over, and Cade Cunningham leading the next wave. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the number one sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. Bet quarters, player props, scoring runs, and more, all while the action unfolds. New customers bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins in paid bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code STRETCHPOD. That's code STRETCHPOD. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. All right. It's a privilege.
It's a privilege.
On
Yeah.
Sunday.
Excited.
It's a privilege.
And you know what? People are mad that we're excited, and I don't give
That
a fuck.
I do think there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
People don't want us to be happy.
Well, no, they don't want us to be happy, and they also want to call us frauds. And it's like, guess what? We admit the shortcomings of this team.
Yeah.
We know the teams that they've beaten. Again, they've beaten 6 really bad teams, and they needed a lot of things to beat those teams. But it doesn't matter because they're 6-3, and they have a chance to go to the playoffs if they play some good football down the stretch.
The fucking Packers have lost to they tied the Cowboys. Bears beat them, and they lost to the Panthers, right? Who are actually kind of not horrible.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
5-5.
5-5. Yeah.
But I think that's really what it comes down to is I think people think they want us to be boastful about 6-3, and I'm not.
They
Right.
want that, right?
They want us to be like the Bears are awesome.
So they can
and
tear us
fuck
down.
everyone, so they can tear us down.
Can't do it.
Can't do it because I know this team is not good.
We're like Papadopoulos ourselves.
Yeah.
We're right where we should be. We're better than the bad teams. And if you told me we're playing the Rams, if you told me we got the 7th seed and we're playing the Rams in the first round, I'd be like, hold on, because we're about to get our fucking shit kicked in.
And to be clear, we've said the Bears are not a bad team. However, the defensive unit is bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We have
oh,
a
yeah.
bad
Yeah.
defense.
Oh yeah. Very.
I didn't
Jackson
expect
Dart
it.
was just dicing us.
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Every third down was
And that
easy.
that naked boot on 4th down. That's
Oh,
motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
just could not
nobody
get off
there.
the field.
Nobody.
No, our defense has to get takeaways. That's the only way we can survive on defense.
That's it. And shout out to Brisker. Made a fucking
Yeah,
unbelievable
Do we
play.
have any Jalen Johnson? Do we have any
Dude, no.
There hasn't
Tyler
been a
Gordon?
peep on him.
Anything?
TJ Edwards is out too.
Yeah.
That hurts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Noah Sewell's better than how he played. I
Yeah.
know everyone's getting on him. Like, he's better than that.
Yeah.
Bad tackle.
It's a week league.
It is.
Everyone is. It's the margin between the best team and the worst team is so thin that you just know that there's going to be like if you can win the games when you have a clunker, which that was 3/4 of a clunker in terms of drop passes and defense. You know how they're playing. Caleb kept us in it, and that's why we're pumped about Caleb.
Yeah.
He that's a game that we could have easily lost if Caleb wasn't great.
Totally.
And he played great.
To switch sports here, this also came out after we recorded. This came out on Tuesday, actually, while we were recording. Wub. Shota
Yep.
did not
Yeah.
pick up his option. Shota did not pick up his option either. So currently Shota is not a Chicago Cub. I don't think anyone should be that shocked.
I'm not that shocked. I still think there's a chance we could re-sign him.
Yeah.
I think the QO is going to crater his market,
Yeah.
considering his age and
How
what
he
the
pitched
QO
down the stretch.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
he was our number 2, and we couldn't pitch him on full rest in Game 5 in
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
And
think he's going to take that.
it's-
I have a feeling at least.
it's pretty clear what Ricketts is going to do. He's scared of the lockout. We're going to sign a bunch of 1-year deals. We're not going to get anyone big. We're going to sign a bunch of 1-year deals.
Yeah. But he could. There's also options for him, too. He goes to like a big pitching park in like San Francisco or something. I could
But
see that.
guess what? The best place for him to be is to be at Wrigley with the
Yeah.
wind blowing in.
Yeah.
For sure. And then the Kittredge move.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I don't.
I loved Kittredge. I thought he was
Yeah.
awesome.
So did I. Like we said, there's 3.5 guys I trusted this postseason, and he was one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like firmly.
Yeah,
So they traded him back for cash considerations. He's due $9 million this year.
I didn't like
I don't
that.
get
I don't know. I mean, I know he's 35,
Saving money.
but
Yeah, they're scared of the lockout.
it's
coming.
1
Okay,
year.
now that you guys know that the Cubs are operating with complete and total fear of the impending lockout, can you admit that they maybe should have pushed their chips in a little more last year? Like I said, like I told you.
I'm not ready yet. until we do free agency.
We
can have this conversation in free
like
agency.
if they sign Dylan Cease and they get
That's
another
my prayer.
Yeah, and they get a bat, some kind of bat in the middle.
Based on how they're operating right now, you think they're gonna sink that kind of coin into anybody?
Listen, I'm gonna have a conversation with Jed and Carter Hawkins on Friday night at the Fur Ball, so I'll let you know.
What's the fur ball?
It's the
Pause.
Pause.
big
Yeah,
event.
yeah.
We have Carter. By the way, I think the auction is live now. If anyone wants to bid on anything, we do have a really cool thing that we're doing. Carter Hawkins and I doing together, where someone, I think it's like 4 or 5 people, are going to win a like in the morning. You're gonna come to the office, do an office tour, watch the yak, and then me and a few other people will go with you to Wrigley, take batting practice, and watch a Cubs game. So
Nice.
Well, that's a great day.
yeah, it's going to be an
That's
awesome,
an awesome day.
awesome auction item. So
Solid.
What's the
Go
current
bid.
bid at? Can I bid on that? Because I've never taken. Actually, I did at Sox Park once. I've never
it's going to go
got
for a lot.
dropped dingers.
You
at
can
it.
bid on it if you want. I think the silent auction is up. There's a ton of other things too. So all goes to pause. Great cause. So yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna ask them. I mean, they're probably not gonna tell me anything, but I'm still gonna ask them.
Yeah. So I don't know. The show to move is whatever. I think we all expected that. The Kittredge was so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because even though
I
you
didn't
say that,
understand
it's
it.
still $9 million for 1 year. It's like,
Yeah.
What? Like it's nothing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand.
It's
But I know that's been the Cubs. That's been their philosophy. They're going to get cheap arms and they're going to fix the bullpen as they go.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Yeah. I wonder if they're like, we think we have something in Ben Brown. They got Jackson Wiggins, like these kind of high leverage spots with bigger arms. Could they do it internally?
but that's a problem. But Theobar and Pomeranz are free too.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you can rebuild a bullpen
yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
But-
easier than most other position groups on a baseball, but
I get that from a fan perspective, and the bullpen goes like it takes.
No, I agree. The
trust
show to
building.
the show to
Sure.
move made sense to me. The Kittredge move did not.
right.
I'm surprised they tendered the qualifying offer because I don't want to say pretty sure. I think he's going to take it, and that means they're paying 5 more. I think
But
For-
not for it would be 1 year, right?
1
Yeah.
year. But I mean that's do
We're
you
not going
wanna
to play
pay
baseball
22?
in 2027.
That's why the Cubs should have tried to win it in 2025, in 2026.
You're trying to get us in this argument again. And I don't have the energy to do it today.
It's not an argument.
I know. We'll do it after free agency.
Okay.
Are you happy they picked up Robert's option?
It was always going to happen. I mean, there was like 5% of me that was like, they might not because
It's
Jerry Ryan's.
$20 million.
Yeah.
Ah.
But when they didn't trade him at the deadline, everybody knew that was their literally only option. So I for one, and this is just me being a fan, I for one would extend Luis Robert. That is not happening. They're doing everything in their power to get him in that $20 million off the book for a couple flyby prospects. But at the same time, they might not even. Nobody wants Luis Robert right now. Nobody wants that $20 million contract. Nobody wants that injury risk. What he is right now is it's a guy that plays really good defense in center field and steals bases. He hasn't hit.
Horrible first half, right? I
Horrible.
think he came back a little. in the
No,
second
he
half.
was the month or so before he got hurt again. He was not. I don't want to say back to like MVP type good, but he was like a league average bat with plus defense and steals a ton of bases.
Yeah.
Which is a good player and a player that any team in baseball, whether you're the Dodgers or the Reds, would want. However, he's
It's an asset.
expensive and he's injured constantly.
It's an
So-
asset. How good it is to be determined based on how he is at that time. But I don't know. Maybe he's good again before the deadline. You could flip him again, but they didn't do it last year. So,
Yeah.
But also, it was not the right time to do it.
I don't think you should ever be held. The whole league knows what they're doing, so they don't have any leverage in trading him.
It's a good point.
So it's like the rest of the baseball is going to be like, well, you are desperate to get him off your books, so we're not giving you shit. You can give us him, probably pay down some of that 20 whatever million it is.
What if he does really
And-
well and there's two teams bidding against each other?
Yeah, sure. That's in theory what they're hoping for, but
Yeah.
who knows? You can't count on the injury risk.
Yeah.
And you can't count on him being an offensive, juggernaut like he was years ago at this point. But then again, on the flip side, he's only 28. Athletically, he's still there, obviously. and I guess you could bet on the potential, but at this point, he is who he is.
Yeah.
And he has been for 5+ years now. So, but aside from that, the White Sox, as always, make me sick to my stomach. There was a quote that Chris Getz had in an interview with, was it Jesse Wright? It was whoever it was. Maybe it was Merkin. And he's like, yeah, the lockout has nothing to do with this, but we're only looking to sign players to 1-year deals this winter. Fuck off. So baseball's in just a god-awful, horrible, horrendous spot.
But at an awesome spot. That's the most fun of baseball season I've had.
Yeah, it was a great year.
And that
great
goes
product on
like,
the field. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Far out.
World Series was like,
yeah, I mean, this
awesome.
is where baseball, like, you have so much momentum. The pitch clock has completely transformed the game from a fan's perspective. Like, are you really going to fuck this up? Yeah, they probably will. But look around and be like, things are going really well right now for baseball.
Really well. Like, I genuinely actually miss it. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I said that on our Firefest on Friday on PMT. I was like, I miss the World Series. It was
Yes.
that
Yeah.
good.
It was awesome.
That enthralling.
I was hanging on to every single pitch. That was an 18-inning game. Fucking
which is crazy for
Ohtani.
people to still really care in November.
Yeah.
It's football. It's the meat of football season.
Mhm.
So
And our team's entertaining, and we still miss it. Like, you guys miss it. How do you think I feel? I've missed it for years and years and years. It's been ripped from me.
Hey guys, big news. Huel has launched into Target stores nationwide this month. They have launched their Black Friday ready to drink plus their daily greens ready to drink. Go to your local Target today. Dave, like, it's really helping you keep on track, right? You need to get your greens in.
Yeah.
You've been using Huel to kind of make sure that
Fuel, you got your celery, you got your spinach, all that kind of healthy stuff that's got nice vitamins and minerals, and it just tastes really good. You're not drinking grass, Ed.
Exactly. So their Black Edition is ready to drink, and it has 35 grams of protein and 27 essential vitamins and minerals. They also have no artificial sweeteners, gluten-free, and are ready to go for and under $5 per meal. Their Daily Greens is developed by registered nutritionists and dietitians and includes 42 vitamins, minerals, and superfoods. They only have 25 calories, 4 grams of fiber, and 1 gram of sugar. Huel makes healthy eating simple, and they also just launched into Target stores nationwide. Try both products today with 15% off your purchase for new customers with my exclusive code STRETCH at www.huel.com/stretch. Use my code and fill out the post checkout survey to help support the show.
And can you spell that for us, Ed?
Huel, Huel.
Huel,
Thank you,
like the
Dave.
dude
Good
from
idea.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, but I think he spells it different.
Okay.
But regardless, Huel, go get your Huel.
Ripped from me.
Blackhawks are still fucking ripping, though.
Bedard's insane.
He's second in the league in scoring. He was first in the league for a minute, then McKinnon just went insane. But
What's his point streak at? Like
5 games, 6
but
games?
he's also like got multiple like
goals. I mean, he had 2 points again yesterday.
yeah,
3
and the
points yesterday.
assists, and he's always the primary assist guy.
He is a completely different player.
And
this
Spencer Knight is like maybe the greatest trade ever.
year. I think that will go down as one of the best trades.
It's
ever
insane.
because, like, it was a good trade for
Like
both
for the
teams.
Blackhawks or like ever?
Well, I mean, maybe
For
not
the
ever,
Hawks,
but
but
yeah, you'll
for-
see what happens. But like, that's transformed this team to be an actual team that can make the playoffs because their goaltending's that good.
He has they measure everything in hockey now, but it's like goals or saves above expected. He's got 12.
Yeah.
So he leads the league in basically every major statistical category. And the Hawks do give up a ton of like the quote unquote high danger chances. And it just hasn't really mattered because
Yeah.
Spencer Knight's been so good. Even Soderblom was really good yesterday against the Wings. He had 40 something saves and they won 5-1. And he had a couple where it's like the game could have flipped and he just made like an unreal save on Dylan Larkin on a 2-on-1. So like they're getting the goaltending. It's like they're not going to be able to keep this level of production and goaltending up, but I do think that they're getting better defensively, so maybe Knight won't have to make all these saves because he's still like Kaiser effectively is still a first-year pro. Levchinov, obviously a rookie. Renzel is a rookie. They're getting like that Matt Grzelcyk that he was a free agent. He's been awesome. Louis Crevier still effectively a rookie, like less than 100 games played. So as these guys get more familiar with Blashill's system, and that goes for the forwards too, you would hope that you get a little bit tighter defensively, and then I think they might be like the fastest team in the league when healthy because Nazar was out yesterday, but Oliver Moore, because I was at the Bears game yesterday, but I went home and like rewatched Hawks and Wings. Oliver Moore's speed and his forecheck. He's like a fucking dog on the forecheck, just getting after it. And then hit in transition, there was this great little play by Bertuzzi. He had a bank pass up the boards, and it was just like Oliver Moore just turns on the jets and just blows by everybody. They didn't score on it, but it's just like between him and Mikheyev and Nazar and Bedard's skating is a lot better this year. Like they might be the quickest, fastest team in the league. It's just a matter of getting your structure all put together. And now the power play is starting to hum a little bit too. They switch Bedard over to the right side of the power play. Like everything's going the way that it's better than anybody could have dreamed. So Blashill's made a huge difference. Knight, like you're saying, that trade, not only do you get Seth Jones off the books for the most part, they're still paying him $3 million a year, but it doesn't matter. And then that was a spot where you're like, Drew Comesso, Soderblom, they didn't have an answer for this project long-term and goal, which is a huge, obviously an important position. And now they do. Like Spencer Knight, people aren't saying it, but like he should be on Team USA.
Yeah.
Like he's the third best goalie. It's Hellebuck and Ottinger and then him. Like he's better than Swayman. He's better than any of these Thatcher Demko. Like he's good enough to be on Team USA. And I think like Connor Bedard might be undeniable for Team Canada at this point as the 14th forward. How do you leave
chewing points in that?
How do you leave the guy who's top 3 in the league? And I know they want to play big boy hockey or whatever for the Olympics, but like someone asked me that question like 3 weeks ago. It's like I don't think he'll make it unless he's just so undeniable. And he has been.
Yeah, it'd be great if he did because it's such a great like opportunity to like get better.
Yeah, exactly. And you want to be playing with. I mean, but that team is so loaded. Like Crosby is listed as like their third line center right now.
Right,
he's unbelievable. But it's like I don't know. And it'll probably come down to him and Celebrini for that spot. And I don't really care if he makes it or not. But it's just like the fact that he's legitimately in the conversation. And like last year he had some buzz, but it was like more about like the hype than anything else. But he's deserved to be in that conversation. Why are you smiling?
It's a privilege. He's in the conversation.
It's a privilege. It is a privilege.
It's
a privilege. And it's just like they're so fun to watch, and they're so like they would just quit on games the last couple of years, and it just feels like everybody's bought in. Bertuzzi can't stop scoring.
But what do you credit this to? Like I know you were pretty critical at one point.
I mean, we heard all the same
so.
reasons why he was critical. Like after the conversations we had, I was like, I hate this kid.
Yeah,
Talk about Bedard.
Yeah, but he's again. It's like tying back to like Caleb, where it's like he's so young.
Yeah,
and we have to have more patience as sports fans. I know it sucks, but
it wasn't a skill set thing. It was
but he's immature. A lot of it was immaturity, and he's getting.
I think he got his face pressed to the pavement a little bit the last couple of years, and he's like, "But
what kind of player do you want to be?"
Correct,
right?
And so what I would always say when I was critical, I'm like, he'll be an all-star for 10 years. Like he's gonna have points. It's just like, what kind of a superstar or a star you're gonna be? And he had to like completely change the way he played, and he has. And it's like he's playing a team game, and you could say the maturity thing and all that. I kind of think that guys, if you're wired to be kind of like a tough guy in the NHL and play hard, you have that at 14, 15 years old, and you don't like become that at 21, 20. You know, it's just like either you got it or you, like Andrew Shaw, for like a dumbed down example, like he was a lunatic his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And you see some guys who just are or they aren't. And like if you have enough skill, you're going to be a very good player. But Bedard, just the way he's battling and just not taking any shit this year, like something.
Well, and I think it's also like when you talk about a guy with that type of talent, think about his entire life. He is the best player every time he steps on the ice until he gets to the NHL. And then he's like, oh, shit, this is the big boy league.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to learn how to play a different style to make sure that I can keep up. And I think that there's a learning curve.
I had
not everyone can just be incredible right away.
I had lunch with one of their like top hockey ops guys like a few weeks ago, and he described him as like you got to think of him almost like a child star.
Yeah,
you know, like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like all these guys who are sure things when they're 13 years old.
Yeah,
they just have a different. It's just a different. I was actually watching the A-Rod documentary, which is really good. Like his first year in Seattle, he was sent down 5 times. Like he was a no doubt sure thing.
Yeah.
Like everything about him, his profile, like was gonna be a star. And it's hard for guys that everything comes easy for them until they get to that point, and you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this is a little different.
And it's like, can you adjust or not? Because some guys just don't. They're
Right.
just content to be like an 80, 90 point guy and be like an all-star and whatever. Something changed with how he's like, I can't just be soft off to the perimeter anymore. Like I am stunned by how much he's changed just the way he competes, and they all compete. It's like it's a lovable team, really, for the first time maybe since like 2016, where you're like, I love this team.
Dan, I got a question for you. Are you a guy that say someone's getting out of line, you're like, that guy needs his ass kicked? Like, not like put in a hospital, he just needs his ass kicked. Like, I feel like Connor Bedard needed his ass kicked a little bit. I would love to know who gave him that ass kicking.
I think it's more internal. I really
That
do.
would
Like,
even better.
We talked to all, a bunch of his teammates in the last couple of years, and they're just like, like the old Rico Bosco, you don't get it,
Yeah.
And then something just switched.
Again, I go back to how old is he now? 20?
20 now, yeah.
Like, I know it's not apples and oranges because when we were 20, we were in college and being shitheads, but you have half a brain when you're 18,
totally.
19 years
Yeah.
old. Literally half a brain.
Yeah, and there's always going to be a development. I guess I'm more shocked by the mentality than the talent. It's just can't think of a guy who just turned 20 or year 3 just became a fucking asshole on the ice, and he did. So, and he went from being, and we've talked about it before, like some of those, like they measure, like I said, they measure everything, like the puck battles and all that kind of stuff. He was towards the very bottom of the league. Now he's top 10. And like that just, you don't see that in like the entire history of the NHL. You don't see a guy just click in where it's like, all right, now I'm just going to fight for fucking everything. And he's not scared out there. And it has changed the entire, we talked about the Bears culture change. Like they have had a culture change. And I do think Blashill deserves a ton of credit. He's a stud. Like that has really... And it's like, you sit Levshunov for a game, and you just kind of, he's getting and like, Blashill's a big structure guy. Levshunov, he's more of a feel guy. So Blash will just say, like, play free. Like, you're going to, he'll make the mistakes, and he'll get them tighter in some areas, but it's like, he's a very good instinctive player. Like, you got to let guys be themselves. And Blashill's, like, very good at, like, this guy, you have to play this way. Like, Crevier, you have to know your role, but he lets guys play with freedom within that structure, and it's really been like, I can't, like, I don't think I've sat down and rewatched a game I knew the result in fucking a decade, but this team makes me want to do it.
That goal against the Flames was so fucking awesome.
It was awesome.
It really, yeah. The way he picked his pocket and went in,
Yeah.
like that type of thing. It's just, and like the footwork, like everything is just, he's so fucking good now. It's unbelievable.
Well, everything coming up to you. Irish are 10
Yeah.
as well.
Yep.
Crazy ranking, but yeah.
I know it's a crazy ranking, but I do think that,
And I've been high on on Notre Dame this year. I was week 2 after they lost to Texas A&M. I was like, this team's still a playoff team, and I do think they are a top team. Like if you had a list of teams that I think can win at least a game in the college football playoff, Notre Dame would be on that list for me.
yeah.
It's more just that was a crazy ranking given their resume. And
Yeah.
I actually have no problem with Miami. It's more Oklahoma and Texas. Probably should have been higher, but it doesn't matter. It all works out.
Yeah, and they should win out. They had their kind of stinker game.
Pitt's a little scary.
Pitt's a little scary.
It's been playing good since they made the quarterback switch.
They have. That's like the one game where you're like, better show up ready. But they always have like one stinker game against a bad opponent. I think that was BC.
Yeah.
So
they also like the 10 years ago when Notre Dame played Navy, it was like, okay, this is and it's they changed the rules a little with the cup blocking and stuff, but that was always like, all right, Notre Dame's gonna win, but be careful. Now it's just
I mean they had that thing where it was like, I think they had won like 48 in a row against Navy, and then you're right, like something switched where it was like, oh, this is gonna be
this is gonna suck, and now it's like, no, it's not even.
And I'm still in that mindset because I was like, the over I think was 54.5, and I was like, Navy shortens the game.
No, I hammered Notre Dame.
Did you
on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I stayed off of it.
So much better than those schools.
They just have real athletes too.
Yeah.
It's just
And 3 of the teams lost, right? So things are about to flip again.
like BYU.
BYU lost,
got
Memphis,
zero frauds,
and Virginia.
Yeah.
They were also frauds.
Yeah, so
Although Chandler Morris got hurt, but
Yeah.
yeah.
things will flip again.
Yeah.
I brought up something that like almost made him puke, and I want to know if you could foresee this happening at all. Is there a world here where people sit in the Big Ten championship game?
Oh yeah, that did make me want.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to figure out what happens with the championship games. And they do have it now where it's like you will get a bye, but you can also lose the game and still get a bye.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think those teams will still play hard in the championship games until I think they will. Before that happens, I think the championship games might go away.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that too, like the way that this college football playoff is set up now, they need to make it so that I don't know how they would exactly figure it out, but like because we're going to get to a point where it's Big Ten and SEC have a certain allotted amount of teams, and that that championship game should be a play-in game for the 4th and 5th team.
I like that
it may
idea.
be.
Yeah.
So then you're playing in. So the first 3 teams in each conference are already in. Why play?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good way to, because like the conferences are so big, no one's ever going to have a balanced schedule.
Right.
So like if that is a good way to kind of even things out, where it's like, all right, the 4 and the 5, like we're going to give that 5th place team who has losses to
Yeah.
Oregon, Ohio State, and somebody else, like they're going to have a genuine chance to get in.
Yeah, you got to adapt, but that's going to be disgusting if that happens.
Well, I could see Ohio State doing that
What?
because it's like they're going to have if they're undefeated heading into that game.
What does
they
that
lost to
matter to
Michigan
them?
last year.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. So if they're going to have a bye regardless of the outcome, I do think winning a Big Ten matters to Indiana more than it does to Ohio State.
Yeah, like right now, I know that obviously there's a ton of games that still have to be played. Like USC has to play Oregon and Ohio State has to play Michigan. But like if you said the 4 and 5 team in the Big Ten have to play to see who gets the 4 seed or who gets into the playoffs as the 4th team, it would be Oregon versus Michigan. That'd be a great game,
Yeah.
and that'd be a meaningful game.
Yeah.
How about the Badgers, huh?
Yeah.
That was the first time since October 13th, 2024 that both Wisconsin and the Bears won on the same weekend. I was 11. I did the math. I think I was 11 and 24 from that point on in terms of both teams.
Wow.
Really bad.
What was the weekend?
October 13th, 2024. So over a year ago.
That's
where both teams won. I think it was the weekend the Bears beat the Jaguars and the Badgers beat Rutgers.
I saw you tweeting, but can you explain to me the whole vest thing?
Yeah, Luke Fickell wears the vest, and it looks so stupid when you have 2 wins and it says team on the back. Get rid of it. It's very much like Tressman, or not Tressman.
Tressel.
No.
Nagy
No.
with the
Eberflus with the hits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, if you're losing, you can't do acronyms when you lose.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Do you know what the team was by chance?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
what
but all right.
What it stands. It's like tenacity. What is it?
I was Googling.
something. Yeah,
I was Googling up. I was like, he's talking about his vest a lot. And then I
Yeah,
saw-
he apparently was wearing it underneath his sweatshirt, but you got to burn all the vests. Together, everyone achieves more. Lame.
Oh.
That's
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, lame.
that's not.
Yeah,
Doing
get rid of the
anything to get your
fucking
fucking
vest.
team fired up. Was it announced he's coming back last week? Did we talk about it?
Yeah, and I mean,
Okay.
well, listen, our leading passer was our punter on a fake punt. He had 24 yards. Carter Smith, who's our 4-star quarterback out of Florida, played in his first meaningful game, and they couldn't pass the ball, but he did run for a touchdown, and he moved the offense a little. We have 2 linebackers who are both freshmen. Or one's a freshman, maybe one's a sophomore. They had 30 tackles combined, so. It was good old-fashioned Wisconsin football. Just play defense.
Yeah, bad weather.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was good to get a win. It felt like you forget when shit gets so down how much a win can just change your mood.
Solid win, too.
Yeah.
Washington's
It's a good
solid.
program.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Washington's solid. I will say, too, I was at the bar and I picked my head up and right when Iowa hit that 58-yarder, and I was like sad for Cairo.
That was the most Iowa game ever, where they just dragged Oregon into the depths of Kinnick Stadium, played a glorified rugby game for 3.5 hours, and Oregon somehow survived. Which that's an impressive win for Oregon.
Yeah.
It's a big boy football win.
Yep.
And Dante Moore, that pass he made down the sideline to get into field goal range at the end, that was a big time throw.
I like Oregon a lot. Like, I thought they were the best team in the country.
They got a lot of injuries now.
I know, and obviously they haven't played well as of late, but I don't know. I still think they can make a little run.
I don't judge any game at Kinnick.
Yeah.
Like, you don't play football at Kinnick. you play Iowa's football. Like they play a different style, and they will drag you to a point that you are very uncomfortable. So it's like if you win at Kinnick, you get credit in my eyes.
Totally.
Who's your top 5 right now?
Ohio State above everyone else, and then second tier is Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia.
They look good.
Georgia,
Yeah.
people are sleeping on Georgia. They turned the corner a little bit, and probably Alabama.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Bulls huge win, thrilling win against the Sixers, and then slipped up here against the Bucks and the Cavs. So
2 in a row, and the Spurs tonight is going to be a big game.
Yeah.
I
Did
know.
you guys see Giddy get his ankles broken? That was
Oh.
the worst. That was
Legit.
oh my God.
I don't think I've ever seen someone walk off the court hurt
that
after
was
that.
so bad. But yeah, they're exactly what I think. They are a fun team, but they are not a championship team, but have fun watching them. Like Spurs tonight will be a big game. Spurs are really good.
Yeah.
Can they win this game? I don't know. That I looked at the schedule when they started 5-0 or whatever it was, and I was like, look at these games that are coming up, and these are some good teams they're going to play. The Cavs are good. The Knicks are good. The Sixers are good. That was an awesome comeback. And then the Spurs are good. Like, how can you – so if they can beat the Spurs tonight, they're 2-2 in that stretch.
Yeah.
Which is impressive.
For sure. All right. Anything else?
No, I got to piss so bad.
All right.
Don't piss.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, good show, boys.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for listening. We will see you guys next time.